Hello everyone, welcome to the club. Thank you for coming to today's stream. I hate this thing that pops up now that like wants me to just like slide into the DMs of a random friends every time I open a game. I'm like, okay, I will not be doing that, thank you, but anyway. That's some water. Alright, so today, I don't know what we're doing. I don't remember where I left off last time, because like I said, like the title says, I just barely got my voice back. It actually, I feel like it still sounds a little bit off. I still can't like fully sing, which is kind of a problem, but I can talk mostly. It's just weird. That's all. Okay, let me open this up, because I needed to, I was farming some duty officers for the fleet, and I'm hoping that I got what I needed for... Oh, nope, those are already packed up. Oh, well, what has, this has some. Okay, so yeah, I just got this random warp core engineer that... William Benito. Interesting name combination. Oh my god, not Bernardo James Daddio. I'm probably saying that wrong, but that's really funny. But they are common random things, so... Oh, and that tractor beam officer, yeah. I don't need one of those. It's like, I got you to contribute, so you're going into the pot. And I should be able to... Oh, it didn't tell me what my new ones were. Oh well. Until next time, I guess I need to sacrifice some bridge officers, I guess. Probably need to run yet another recruitment, but... Oh well. I'm not gonna worry about that right now. I do know that after I do my daily real quick, which I'm barely gonna make it, it looks like. After I do my daily real quick, I need to gather some luxury provisions for the fleet colony. So, I'll be doing that. My dog's over here, so I'm petting her on the side. She's looking at me like, what the hell? Fine, over. Alright, Pavo time. Please don't let me get ditched on the side again. That happened the last 2 times I played, as I was like just fighting for my life on one end. Okay, I'm sorry, what is this ship? And who designed that shit? That is... interesting. It's like, come forward and take responsibility. Oh my god. It's like, look, I get why people would have it. People probably have that ship because it's funny. But I have questions. I have so many questions. But like, what is it though? What is that ship? The Courage toilet? What? Okay, clearly I haven't been online enough recently to, be up to date on all the new terms. It's probably not even new. I probably just didn't see it at all. Oh. That was too slow. Oh, it is the Courage class. Okay. Well, from some of the other 32nd century ships are fine. But some of them are just interesting like that, you know? No, I 100% like saw that and was like, you know, somebody has this because they think they're funny. That's like the only explanation. Because like regardless of how good of a ship it is, I can't imagine anybody seeing that and being like, oh, this is like a good ship. Like an aesthetic ship of any kind. Like I just didn't know which side was front. Oh, well, you know, they tried their best. I just want to know who thought that was a good idea. I need names. If it was actually in Discovery, I clearly wasn't paying attention to the ships enough. There was too much to pay attention to in that show for a while. I liked it, I just... sometimes there was too much to pay attention to. And I got confused. And I haven't rewatched it, because... I don't know, I rarely get in, like, Discovery rewatch moods the way that I get in Lower Decks rewatch moods. Imagine if you had a lot of whiskey, but no bottles to start. Oh my god, that's... you know what? You're probably right. Yeah, the Eisenberg isn't bad. Like, it's like a little strange, you know, but it's not like bad. Like, at least in my opinion, I like it. Like, not, like, it's not my favorite ship ever, but, like, especially because, like, I think it looks really good when you put, like, certain, like, stuff on it. I think I'm biased, but I think it looks really good in rainbow with all of the temporal set on it. I love that for the Eisenberg. But, like, it looks like a ship. It looks like a Star Trek ship. Like, yes, the nacelles are floating, which I have mixed feelings about the floating nacelles. But I'm like, look, at least it looks like a ship. Oh. Whew. I just gave myself, like, a side cramp. My knee is, like, up by my chest, and it should not be, pushed up against my desk. And this is why I do this to myself, but I was laughing. I was, like, laughing too hard, I guess. The Saturn class? I don't remember what that looks like right now off the top of my head. I'm really bad at recalling, like, ships, unless they're ships I really like. Okay. Okay. I fixed my leg so it's not jamming me in the rib anymore. Okay. No, I'm gonna have to look it up and just, like, when I'm done with this, because I just, for some reason, I can't remember what it looks like. Which clearly means I don't see it very much. I'm sure that, like, I've seen it. No! Ugh. No, why am I flying in this direction? Okay. There we go. Take me back. Take me back. Hate that ability of theirs so much. So, by the way, Utah decided that it was winter again. And I looked at the weather forecast for my trip to Canada next week. And... God damn it! Not again. But anyway, I looked at the weather forecast for my trip to Canada next week. And, yeah, it was like rain every day. Now, it seems like the winds aren't gonna be bad. Because, like, my god, I am so scared to fly. I tried everything possible to get myself there on Amtrak, but it was just, unfortunately, way too expensive. And, like, as a solo female traveler, I really didn't want to be alone for many hours in, like, downtown areas that aren't the safest. Like, I've been told by a lot of people that, like, I shouldn't have many problems in Vancouver as long as I, like, avoid certain areas. But, and it's like, it's not like I'm gonna be alone, like, I have friends there, but, like, you know, the trip is being made alone, that's my thing, and so it's like, a plane is unfortunately just, like, the safer option, even though, God, like, planes right now. I was like really looking at an event on the East Coast later in the year, and I was like, you know, with that shit going on in American airspace, I'm like, no, I'm not actually gonna fly over to that region specifically. There's also certain airlines I will not fly. Like, I spent a little bit more money to not put up with their shit. Yeah, anyway. Yippee. But where was I going with the airplane thing? I don't know why I thought about this. I think it was because we were talking about ships. Oh god, no, not the song. That song, don't haunt me with that song again. You should send, if it'll let you, you should send the link to the chat so everyone can enjoy. If not, I'll send it when I'm done with this TFO. So everyone can be in on the reference. Look, like, I don't even hate the song. I'm just like, it taunts me because it's too energetic for moi. Told the TSA will do cavity searches. No, the thing is, like, I've never personally had an issue with TSA. The thing that is getting me, so full disclosure, the last time I traveled internationally was when I went to Japan six years ago. A little over 6 years ago. And so, like, a lot of things, like, you know, it makes sense that Japan's, like, pretty different from the US, right? But I kind of expected, like, there to be a little bit more similarity between, like, US and Canada. But the carry-on rules are a lot different. And, like, of course, like, my broke ass is, like, this is already an impulse trip that I, like, financially not a sound decision. But it's fine. We're gonna make content there and say that it's, like, oh, we're having a good time, but... Anyway, and, like, I have to be really careful not to say too much. I'm being, extra nice online for the next week or so, like, I don't get, like, flagged or some shit by the US government. But, you know, it's important to talk about the reality of our situation, that, I'm not worried about TSA themselves. It's just annoying to pack. Like, once I get packed and I know everything falls within the rules for both countries, I'll be fine for packing wise. And, you know, I'll just make sure to follow TSA's little rules, and then I don't think TSA is gonna be the problem. The border, on the other hand, the customs people, they've been getting bold recently. They've been getting very bold. So, like I said, I'm not insulting them or anything. And you know, actually, I never thought the US would get so bad that I'd actually be in favor, like, I'd actually be pro-TSA, but honestly, it's like, nobody really loves TSA. Like, the lines are long, people get grouchy because the lines are long, but you know, at least, like, they're there to, like, try to keep things from going terribly and stuff. But I don't know, where now the US wants to get rid of TSA and replace it with private security, I think that's an even bigger issue, personally. Like I said, you know, things are bad if I'm actually, like, pro-TSA at this point, because, like, nobody's pro-TSA. Let's be serious. Anyway, but I was gonna say, with the border and customs people, they have, like, they've gotten real search happy, I guess, on US citizens just trying to get home. To make sure people aren't being, like, you know, like, aren't a danger to the country. But, like, the danger to the country definition is getting looser and looser by the day. So it's like, well, I should not have to be, like, talking to lawyers before crossing the border, but here we are. Like, again, I'm a citizen. I'm like, this should not be, like, anywhere remotely. Not that it should happen to anybody. It's not right if it happens. Like, if you're like a resident here, you should be free to go in and out of the country as much as you want without, like, being interrogated, right? I think that that's, like, the bare minimum. But, no, see, you're right there. Like, that's the thing, is it's like, but again, like, the danger of the country definition has gotten so loose, it's like, look, like, I speak my mind a lot online. So anyway, there's just some stuff, like, there's just some stuff I'm gonna have to do to, like, make sure I'm not, like, causing any trouble. I don't know. I'm just like, meh. Well, those are really delayed notifications there.
Well done.
But yeah, it's like, not, like I said, not, I might have to go get a package, but good thing Sky isn't real. Yeah, it's just like, I mean, I guess the good news is, like, if they search your phone, they aren't supposed to connect it to the internet, so, like, they're not gonna get on my Tumblr. Sorry, it's not a joke. It's not a joke. But it also is. America's a joke right now. Like, let's just be honest. Let's be honest. But yeah, it's like, I am a law-abiding citizen. I just been pointing that out too. Like, I don't break the law. I'm, like, really chicken about that stuff. I don't even speed on the road too much because I'm afraid that something bad is gonna happen. They're not gonna find my AO3 either. Though my AO3, like, my AO3 is, like, not that bad. I'm sure there's other people where it's like, yeah, if they looked at that shit, they would be like, oh, do we need to investigate you for criminal activity? Because, I mean, like, seriously, some people are so unhinged on there. I'm like, how do you live with yourself? Anyway, but, yeah, no, like I said, I was like, I don't think, this is, like, all, like, kind of hypothetical, because it's kind of like a what-if thing, but because the thing is, it's like, we genuinely, like, don't know. Because, like, this is happening, this can happen to, like, anybody. Like, and this is not, again, this isn't something that, like, usually was an issue for citizens, unless, you know, again, they did something. What did you want to express in your story about the presidential polling? do this to me. I just got my voice back and I'm gonna lose it again from fucking cackling. Oh my god. Look, I have never in my life, shared anything related to, like, the jokes regarding, like, okay, because that is, like, there is like the Trident TikToks that were going around, and, like, they were like some, wrong thing. They were like some weird AI nonsense, and, like, the Musk and Trump stuff, etc. But it's like, I have not ever shared that shit because I was like, look, this is like the one thing that, yeah, if, like, somebody decides to start cracking down on, like, us not having freedom of speech, they're gonna start with that shit. Like I said, I strongly believe in freedom of speech. Especially because I strongly believe, in my opinion, too, if, you know, you can say what you want, but then you can have consequences, and also, you know, my channel, my rules. So, like, if you say something, I'm like, no, I don't like that. You're gone. That's, see, freedom of speech on both sides. Luckily, it doesn't happen too much around here. People are pretty chill in the Star Trek Online side. At least the ones I encounter. I've had it happen a few times where it's like, I'm like, you know, I'm not in a mood to argue with people and stuff like that. Because again, like, I don't censor myself too much. Like, I talk about politics all the time on here, like, casually. And I try not to get, like, too even deep into it, but it's like, you know, just spreading some general awareness. And also, like, again, like, I mean, I stream at a time where there's a lot of Europeans that drop in, and of course the Europeans are like, well, yeah, like, why, you know, why is this even a discussion topic? Because, like, y'all just have this stuff normally. Or at least, like, you have, like, a real, like, left wing, so it's like, y'all aren't gonna call me, like, a fucking tanky for saying, like, a normal opinion. Because, yeah, the right wing here has it so skewed of what a communist is. Okay, anyway, I was gonna grab this link. Anyway, this song is what Seda was talking about, if y'all want some listening. Oh, and then the Saturn class, that's what I was gonna look up. Oh, that one. Yeah, it's got like the ring and then the little fins, and I don't understand it. I remember this. This is so cursed. So cursed. But no, I don't see this one very much. Is this because... Oh, it's because it's a lockbox ship. So... that would be why... That would be why I don't see it a lot, because lockbox ships are, like, basically almost impossible to get, I feel like. Okay, so I think I need to go and... We'd be laughing at you guys from over here in Germany, but... Well, yeah, no, that's the thing, is it's like, it's why I think as a global, like, community of humans, we need to have, like, you know, some empathy for each other, and, like, focus on, like, the real enemy, so to speak, like, because, like, you know, obviously, you know, it's like, especially, like, in the US, it's like, look, like, not everybody in the US agrees with our government. So I assume the same thing of pretty much every other country. It's like, I don't judge people based off of where they're from. Or, like, I wouldn't have some of my, like, good friends, because it's like, they're from countries where it's like, oh, you would think that, you know, people from that country are, like, you know, might be into some weird shit. And it's like, they're not. They're just normal people like everybody else. And it's not even, it's like beyond race, too, because obviously, like, a lot of Europeans, you know, are also white. And it's like, it's but there's these, like, different stereotypes and stuff where, you know, you look at a government and you assume everybody's going to be like this, and it's like, I mean, the UK is a good example, too, because the UK kind of sometimes goes the direction of the US at times with, like, nonsense. And it's like, the problem is, like, you know, if we don't, like, find some common ground, we're not gonna end up in a good place, because, I mean, like, okay, I need to, there we go. We're not gonna end up in a good place, because then the whole world is just gonna be overrun with nonsense, and it's just gonna be like, because people aren't paying, like, any attention, you know, which would be unfortunate, like, sad, but, you know, that's why I love Star Trek, and I've said this, like, every stream, I feel like, but I love Star Trek because I think it, like, gives us something to look at and learn from in a nice, like, fun way. Not always fun, but a lot of the time fun. I'm also jealous of the French. The French are who we should all aspire to be like. For real. Yeah, no, well, that's the thing is, like I said, you know, it's like, sometimes, you know, it's fine to laugh. Like, I don't get offended when Europeans laugh at us as a collective. Because it's like, honestly, there are a lot of people in this country who 100% deserve it. Like, and honestly, it's also like, I believe my identity is more than just being a random American. Like, again, I'm a human, not, it's like, I'm not my country, you know? So it's like, I don't get offended by people roasting Americans for doing shit, because it's like, you know, I can remove myself from that. Because I know that I did what I could. Not like, and you know, I always like try my best. Like, there's always, everybody could be doing more, but it's like, in the position that I'm in, I feel like I've done everything I can. You know, I've talked to my community. Like, I've moved so much of my, like, activism offline, because it's like, and I don't even really consider myself an activist. I talk to my community and I find common ground, and turns out I have a lot more in common with a lot of the people in my area than you would think, given that growing up, like, in this area, everybody was crazy. Like, so incredibly, like, far gone down the deep end of, like, propaganda. It was insane. And so it's kind of like now, it's like, now it's, you know, like, I don't know where I was going with this, but yeah, basically it's like, I've spent a lot of time, like, learning from my community and, like, talking to my community and helping, like, people learn things themselves, and it's really a good thing. Especially because, like, yeah, like, and a lot of these people are also Star Trek fans that I talk to regularly, and it's like, yeah, we can find common ground because we can, like, look at the concepts from Star Trek and go off of that, but it's like, I don't know, it's just astonishing to me how, like, people can just, like, not care, like, a shred. Like, I get being burnt out. I'm not talking about people who have been burnt out and they just shut down and can't do anything for a while. I'm talking about people who never cared in the first place. And those people, I was like, they deserve to be roasted to hell and back. Like, I have a hard time feeling sympathy for them, because it's like, y'all asked for this. But, you know, whether it's like 20%, 30%, like, that's still too many, like, who are just, like, okay with throwing people under the bus for, like, but, like, the thing, like, here in the US, it doesn't even benefit them. No one benefits from these policies. No one. Anyway, but, like, for example, like, something that is not funny, like, again, America deserves it, but something that was kind of funny recently is the news that came out where China, South Korea, and Japan all met together and were like, we are going to jointly take on the US in this trade war Trump has started. And again, it's not funny, it's serious, but it's also, like, it is a little bit funny, because, like, you just look at it, it's like, yeah, these three people hate each other. Like, the world is, like, achieving peace around us. Not all of the world, but parts of the world are achieving peace around us because of a united problem with the US. Anyway, new topic. I think, okay, I need to go double check. I need to let my dog out. But I will be right back, and if anyone wants to get ready to play anything, we're starting the Lucaria arc. That's where we left off. It was like, since I didn't stream last week because I had no voice, I was like, I don't remember where we are. Anyway, I will be right back in a minute. Alright, I have returned, and hopefully, the pre-rolls will stay off for a bit now, since I ran another ad while I was on the break. Let's go. Actually, I think I was pretty close to it. I probably didn't need to transwarp. Oh well. Oh well! Okay, I take that as Pope, did you want to be on the team? Is that why you're here? Alright. Be on the team then. Okay. Nice blue sun. Wait, where'd my prompt thing go? There we go. Alright, so... what was I saying? I don't know. We need, like, a new Star Trek topic. Like I said, I'm trying to be nice on the internet this week. For once. I'm gonna try really hard to stream next week, too. It depends on, like, how my week goes, in general. Like... oh, sorry, did you want to be on the team, too? Sorry, I got ahead of myself. I thought you went away for a while. Also, funny story, so part of the reason why I, like, my voice was ass again this week, was because when the first day I was even able to speak and not whisper. I went, like, 6 days of whispering last week. Sunday through Friday, I did not speak a single word. Except for whispering. And so, and one of those days was and like, last Saturday, I was able to, like, half speak, right? So... alright, and... but anyway, and Saturday, like, was a con day, too, and I was not able to speak, like, I was not able to speak much at all on the Saturday, either. Again, like, 2 Saturdays ago, basically. But I went 6 days of only whispering, and then I finally got my voice back last Saturday, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to this little gaming con thing with my friend, and... then I yapped too much, because I got there and was like, oh, yeah, my voice feels fine. Right? I was like, I went 6 days without talking. It's gotta be mostly better. It was like 80% back still, right? But, I was like, I wasn't being too loud or anything. I was really careful. I love the Giggly. I love them so much. No, where are they? They, like, disappeared in the cutscene. But anyway, and then, like, also because I have, like, a complete inability to, like, not network with people, there were, like, some other Twitch streamers there, and there was an author there that I was talking to, and all this other stuff. And... so I was like, oh, well, oops. Now my chill day has turned into a, oh, I'm, like, basically in work brain again. So yeah, then I was like, then Sunday came and I was like, well, shit. And my voice started cracking again when I spoke. So it's, again, it's still not 100%. And it wasn't 100% on Saturday either, but I thought maybe it would, like, get to, like, because I feel like it's more like 80% right now, and I thought it would be, like, 90% back. But anyway, we're doing our best. The really annoying phase was, like, when, was, like, I had, like, no range in my voice, and so I felt like I could not express myself well at all. Now I have, like, some of it back, it just, some things, like, hurt. But anyway, that event's where I got my fun new, Twitch-branded lip balm. Anyway, it's, apparently this Salt Lake City area in Utah has a Twitch, like, streamer meetup group. I didn't even know, like, that was a thing. Like, sponsored by Twitch, basically. Ah. Why didn't it stop me? Okay.
Holding the comet let us get some detailed readings about it's like ice melt.
Probing the comet.
Probe data received.
Okay, now where to?
Planet is geothermal in nature. Its surface is partially molten.
Okay.
No life forms detected planetside. Then again, it is rather warm down there.
Where are we going? We're so far. You think these Gekle been on a long road getting from there to here? Oh my god. Stop ramming things! Oh, we can't take you anywhere.
There they are. Magnificent, aren't they?
Space jellies!
The creatures are
There we go.
luminescent ovoids? Not sure how to describe them. Interesting. These life forms were encountered by the USS Enterprise D on Deneb 4.
They haven't been seen anywhere since until the
Form of communication.
ships, you know?
I didn't realize that life forms could exist in this fashion.
Jellies. I love that this mission is just like, we're going on a creature discovery time. I'll be so real. They, could make up, like, a whole bunch of random creatures in STO that have nothing to do with anything, and did, like, more missions where all you do is go and look at space wildlife, and I would be happy. Like, I am not hard to please, I don't think, in STO. I think I'm yawning because it's harder to get air in when I'm sitting in a bad way. But if I don't, then my legs, like, hurt so bad. I'm trying to take a small break from my anti-inflammatories that I take daily because, basically, like, a break for this week because I don't have a ton of stuff to do, except stuff I can do at home. So, yeah, I'm like, I keep noticing all these, like, little tiny, like, fibromyalgia flares that keep happening. And, like, especially, like, in my legs and neck, it sucks so much. But yeah, occasionally I just have to take, like, sorry, there's something, like, under my nail that I'm trying to, there we go. But anyway, I mean, it did end up being, like, it's mine now.
The walls of this canyon were worked by tools. I'm sure of it. Sentient life.
Anyway, it did end up being that my stomach is less angry at food after, like, not taking the anti-inflammatories every day, so I probably need to take more breaks.
Look, there's some kind of large structure further
But glad to know that was the cause. Because, yeah, just, like, everything was making me sick, and I was like, this is not, like, even a, like, conditioned trigger food. It's not like I was eating a whole bunch of dairy or anything, so... But just, like, nothing would agree with me for some reason. Oh, look, it's the sus little column things by the stairs. Very sus.
These murals depict people bringing some objects to this place. Crystals or gems, I believe. They built their settlement. This mural depicts the construction of this large structure.
Water eroding rock. Eggies.
In this mural appear to be growing for some reason. Quite the enigma we found here.
For some reason.
Yes, it would be based on analysis of things like footprints, wear patterns. The wear patterns here show us that people leaned against here frequently. This was a meeting and
There's the there it is.
Artifacts were used with opposable thumbs and indicate a likely handspan of 22 centimeters. Based on these footprints, these people had a stride that places them at about 1.6 meters on average. Should be covered with dust and sand, worn away by time and wind. But they're all uncovered. Yes, the evidence seems clear. The proto-map.
Fun, fun, fun! This entire arc is just a whole bunch of fun, though, so...
Enhancers online. The signal is strong and clear. 2 down, 2 to go. That's 3. 1 more and we'll be ready. That's the last one. All enhancers online and standing by. All right. The enhancers should give us a pretty good image range. Your tricorder will then act as...
Oh, I forgot that this is kind of like creepy. Everything just goes blue.
Note that the alien is using the pillars in a specific...
Think they'd let me bring one of the statues into my ready room? I mean... You can always try until someone makes you take it back.
The murals match up on each pillar.
If no one finds out, it won't hurt them. Just kidding. Yeah, those kind of look like space station pylons. Or tentacles. One of the two.
Like some kind of functionary, priest or bureaucrat, I think, would unlock the door by turning the mural.
I can't see in this weird light. Oh my god, the hologram's standing right on top of me.
We've rotated the pillars out of order. The mechanism is resetting itself.
Which is the first one? Oh, he was over there first. Wait, no, that's the last one. He came over by me, so I thought that was like first. I don't know. Okay. No, now he's in the middle. Oh, it's that one first. He goes over here. Did you get it? Is that looks... No, that doesn't look right. There we go.
That's
Okay.
the first pillar set in place.
What the hell is this one? Oh, it's that. Okay.
That's 2 pillars set into place.
So is that one third? Okay, that one's third. This one's last. Okay, now I can see him a little better, actually. When the blue thing's not.
Pillars are locked in now.
Only statue I have came from Ryza. Don't we all have one of those? There's that lovely, shiny
That's it.
Starfleet
It's working.
Delta.
Well done. Isn't that the symbol of your Starfleet?
This like mural just cracks me up.
What happened here?
They're little like no, the way they drew them looks like really pajama-y. Like they're so like
Inner doors across from the panel are opening.
how many Horgons does Sky have? I don't know. Like Sky can't have too many like Horgons because she's kind of really bad at keeping her stuff in order. So if she had like 200, then it would mean her hoarders would just be Horgons. And like that's characteristically not like completely part of her character because she like her whole thing is that she never unpacks, so that if she has to leave, she can leave really quickly. So she like literally like gets like a duffel bag and just spreads everything out around it. So then when if she has to leave in a hurry, she's just like shoop and leave with the duffel bag. There we go. Y'all, can you imagine if she had that many Horgons, actually? Where would they be kept? Where Mariner keeps her stashes. I don't know, I feel like if Janelle Sky ever gets to the point of being captain, she's not going to be able to have stashes anymore because they're going to get found. My thing is, she's probably on real thin ice just to be in command in the first place, so... Let's just be honest with ourselves. Yay! My favorite part. There he is. Shut up. Yeah, but I have the good rifle for just clearing this whole room out.
Chief Engineer's log, March 18, 1570. Had a
Look at her enlisted jumpsuit thing.
We can't just leave them locked up or exit.
Is there anywhere we can go in here?
Chief Engineer's log. Supplemental. By my account, we've been hurled back in time to the 16th century. To make matters worse...
Fun. There we go. That's not the way. Dead person? Oh. Or not. Always sending us the long way around.
Chief Engineer's log, April 17th, 1570. Today we visited the planet
Well,
Draconis 3 to collect supplies. The good news, there's a humanoid...
and now they are a religion. It won't impact their culture in any way. Sorry, it's such a funny trope to me of the people from the future become gods. Well, that good and cool shield coming in. Oh, they're gone. Oh no, my tactical officer is down. Medium hypo. Me just leaving my bridge officer on the ground.
July 26th, 71. Most of us went into stasis this morning.
Rule
There
of
weren't enough
acquisition
pods for
431. When the
Three of
shooting
us had to
starts,
stay awake.
let the mercenaries
Lost.
handle it.
Tavon, Sheridan,
Handle
and I
this,
were the
Captain.
lone winners. Since
Well-
we're out of options, we've decided to go native and live out our lives in Draconis 3. Hopefully, one day our records will surpass the
Okay, I forgot on here. Are they still like in stasis on here, or did they? Has it been so long that they're just done? I don't remember if there was like dead bodies hanging out on the ship. Or in stasis, but... There were people in stasis and are the crew you see in the fleet map version. Oh, so they lived-ish. Interesting. Interesting.
I see you took out the Nausicaans on their stage.
Well, she said stasis, but like...
Your town.
It didn't look like the mission actually, like, finished out explaining that or not. Oh. That was a little fast. Why did I go so fast? Oh. Pew pew pew. There's my cannons. Oh, he's such a little pest. Oh, blown up. That's unfortunate. Well. So I can just use that. Take him out with the rainbow ball. Where'd my shields go? Well. Well, that did not take long at all.
Adventure. I knew Madron was greedy and treacherous, but I never thought he was willing to kill to get what he wanted. Indeed.
Yeah, because he's
I'd
a
say our
fucking
first step was
pest.
success. Now we need to share our discoveries with everybody.
Alright, well.
I'm happy to hear the Lucari handled their first experience with
I don't-
space exploration well.
I don't quite remember the order of events, because I think...
And from what I'm seeing,
Isn't there a Zenkethi mission that also takes place on Draconis?
solved, although the past violation of the Prime Directive by some of its personnel is a concern. Hopefully the crew...
Okay, there it is.
pods will be-
Admiral Quinn is revealing that the crew is preserved in stasis pods and able to be recovered.
The Zenkethi protomatter weapon is disturbing. I'll be looking into it from all angles, diplomatic and military in particular. We've fought a war with them before, and I'd prefer avoiding another now.
Energy Lance. What does this do? Why not? I don't think I'm gonna use any of that.
Unexplored region.
I love the Zenkethi. They're so fun design-wise. I really need to get rid of some of this shit. Speaking of, I got my fleet provisions and then forgot to actually drop them in there, so there we go. And I was meaning to put the... I know I was meaning to put this specialization on somebody, but I don't remember who. I do not remember. So why do I have random impulse engines? I should clean this shit out, but I'm not gonna do too much. I like to save things for when...
That's pretty dense.
That's pretty dense. Okay, so... What is this next one? We're not to Geordie yet. I remember the Geordie missions. I don't think it's a matter of... I remember the arc, it's just... I get the order of things mixed up often. Especially with, like, some of these, like, middle arcs, like, between the Iconians and then, like, Gamma Quadrant. These three. For some reason, they all are just, like, all in one big lump to me. Maybe it's because most of them aren't forever long, like Delta Quadrant. You want to join? Okay. We're waiting on Pope to, there you are. We're waiting on Pope to come back from the tailor, I guess. Sorry, you gotta remind me these things. I forget. I just completely... I'm doing my best. Hope y'all are enjoying your free entertainment. Do-do-do. Whee. Okay, how's it going on the uniform swap? Okay. I mean, if you grab the mission, you can probably, transwarp. Are we about ready to go? Okay. Here, wait, we're all here? We're ready to go? Okay. I had to just double check, because I know there's like a slight... I think my stream's been kind of good, but the bit rate seems to be like on and off, so I was like making sure there wasn't too much of a delay, that everybody had a chance to arrive.
Do you have any questions? The Locari are just ahead and eager to begin the search.
Whee!
It's good to see you again. It looks like we have...
Proto matter is the weapon of a coward.
Okay.
Respect its power.
You respect its power.
Beneficial, General, when used properly.
Probe time.
The probe is away. The atmosphere of the planet is so thick it will take the probe some time to get through the interference.
Perhaps the probe's information will give us more insight as to why these attacks are occurring.
Most curious. This is a Class Y moon. It's incapable of sustaining most known life forms, but...
Moon. Second moon.
use the moon as a test site for the weapon.
Why am I being followed?
So, it was a poor choice. Why?
Those aren't my pets. Why are they so close to me?
It sickens me to see protomatter used like this.
Is protomatter supposed to be some sort of like
Another uninhabited.
nuclear power sort of
Quite different from
allegory
the
thing,
first.
or...
What is the pattern?
This makes no sense.
But I mean, technically there's a lot of power sources that can be used as... Oh,
There must be a reason.
got that one. There's a lot of power sources that can be used, like,
Let's figure this out
bad,
quickly
as
before
well as, you know,
more
for
runs
power. Civilization playing out. I mean, that also can, like, have an element of, like, nuclear weapons.
I'm detecting incredible levels of radiation. I can barely believe what I'm seeing. I suppose you have some questions for me.
Well, we know who the Kintari are at this point. I just meant in the thing of like, well, protomatter can be used for stuff that's like good, but then it's also like it can also blow shit up. So to me that kind of just like seems like a nuclear power sort of thing. Because I mean you can have nuclear power, but then you can also have, you know, nukes that blow shit up. So I actually think there's actually I think it was one of the pre-made adventures by Modifius, but there's actually a Star Trek Adventures module that dealt with the Omega particle in a way that was sort of tied in a little bit with like the modern day argument of like nuclear power. It was a very interesting thing because, you know, I didn't really necessarily think of that when we originally were introduced to the Omega molecule, but it was more of because like a lot of that episode in Voyager was focused on
I don't know who you are.
I'm sending you the coordinates.
What can I tell you? There might be survival pods from...
Okay, we're helping. But anyway, a lot of that original Omega particle episode in Voyager was like about like basically about like, I don't know, it was like oddly like some sort of like spiritual thing for 7 of 9, which is like, I mean, it was a good episode, I thought, but it was like, it was just, I don't know, it was one of those things that was kind of like, okay, so now, like, I wasn't, the first time I watched it, I wasn't 100% sure what we were getting from the Omega particle, like, concept itself, because again, like, the Borg were treating it as some sort of, like, spiritual experience, which again is, like, fine and is interesting, but, like, then to see that used in, like, a different way for the, roleplay game was interesting.
I've confirmed the captain's story. The planet nearby was hit.
It is time for a reckoning.
The Zenkethi must pay for their crimes, he says. Welcome in, we're just playing our game. Okay. Zenkethi. What are we supposed to do? Oh, okay. Ooh, a cutscene.
Zenkethi warships! Red alert!
The triangles have arrived. See, at least they don't look like toilets. Ah, I'm right in the middle of them. Got the console from the new Genesis bundle. I can shoot protomatter at them. Fun times, fun times.
Well fought. The honor of victory is ours.
Oh, we're beaming down again. Oh, I don't get to select any bridge officers. This is fine. Oh my god, I did not make the connection that your Jem'Hadar was named Jamharder. That's so funny.
The weapon is inefficiently shielded.
Scan for protomatter.
The Kaon particle traces lead into the valley ahead of us.
Oh, I see. They followed the waterfall.
The waterfall. In the waterfall?
The rocks here are causing a lot of interference.
Oh, I guess I could
We
have.
should take another set of
Just
scans
jumped
to-
down it. flesh. Oh.
See how a true warrior fights.
Sorry, the way that he jumped, I don't know if that was very Klingon-y of him. Hey, my cutscene's getting blown up by weapons fire. Okay, to be fair, that was a very weird jump from them, too.
There are some Zinkethi with a taste for battle so clean. Attack!
Scans indicate they took the path to the east.
Top hat, Jemmy. Oh, well now I don't get to fight them. No, yeah, that's one of the things, like, because when I am playing through on stream, we do watch the cutscenes.
They must find some
So
advantage in these actions for some reason.
it gets a little distracting to commentate on if I'm hearing weapons fire while I'm
Reading Zen
actively in the cutscene.
They're waiting for us.
Where are they?
They may attack again
Go.
with greater numbers. Ah,
Hey, where'd the jemmies go?
them in glorious battle.
Why am I stuck? Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm no longer stuck. Is your bridge officer stuck? He's not moving.
We are using delaying tactics. We must be getting close.
The path continues.
No, I meant the other Jemmy.
Automatic bomb is still ahead of us. The Kaon levels are rising.
Doesn't seem to be moving with us.
Automatic bomb.
They fight like cornered rabbit eyes. I can smell them here.
There, just ahead. I see guards.
Okay.
The trail ends here.
I'm reading a tunnel behind that wart, and we can take them by surprise.
Look.
I love these little, like, pipe things. They're so fun. Where is your Jimmy Bridge officer? Not with us, apparently. Yeah, Rem is not moving. But like, oh, there, okay, oh, or did you beam him back?
More
I don't know.
Zinkethi. Defend the Lakari.
Oh, there's my drone.
Shutting down pylon alpha.
Alright, I'm gonna lightning this cavern up. Yay! My favorite. Why am I not shooting? There we go.
Fire ends here.
What weapon is that just sprays that way? I feel like I haven't seen that before, but maybe I have.
Pylon alpha is offline.
Mr. Vup's pistol? I don't think it was just a different pattern I don't think I'd seen before. It makes such a funny sound. Alright, and this big boy is hanging out right by Gamma over here. You have defeated 100 Zenkethi! Oh, guess there really wasn't a lot of... Why is it not checked off if it's down? And why are there still Zenkethi? They just keep coming! Okay. Isn't that the second time she said that? Weird. Okay. This game today? Oh my god, why did they just keep coming? Okay, anyway. Whew. Whew. And... Well then! Rodek just declared some war, actually! Well, I'm not in a good position about that frigate. There we go. Oh, hello, Type 14 shuttlecraft. You know, with the amount of shit I say without even, like, realizing it, I'm surprised that I don't have, like, more horrible clips from y'all. But maybe it's because we're always, like, playing the game together. A lot of my, like, more active chatters are also playing the game with me, so it's like you can't clip and play really as easily, so that's probably why. I'm just, like, surprised that I'm just surprised that, like, people I say this shit, I don't even realize it, and then it doesn't even haunt me later. Except in, like, the Discord sometimes.
No one in the Alliance is comfortable with the Zenkethi having a weapon of genocide.
Oh, wait.
Those planets could happen to any world in
Oh, wait, that's
space.
fun. I love a new space trait.
While searching for signs of weaponized protomatter,
Unbox my trait. Okay. I don't think I have time for another one today, because I need to sign off soon. Anyway. Good times! We're on the Zenkethi Fun Time arc, but it's also the Lucari arc, but oh. Yeah, that's why I did not get that endeavor. 20,000 physical damage is like a lot, unless you're using a melee weapon. Anyway, I'm gonna disband the team, because we're done for the day. Fun Time with Zenkethi. I'm sorry, they like, okay... they're so funny to me because, like, they're just, like, these big, like, reptiles. But then it's like they have like, those little, like, side extra arms tucked in. Kind of like a fucking T-Rex. They crack me up so much. They're so fun. Anyway, let me see who there is to raid. Sorry, I know the stream was a little bit short today, I just realized, but it's because I started a little late. Because I was working on other stuff. Oh, like no one's live. No one I follow. I don't know any of these streamers. Any raid suggestions today? Zen Kathy have black leather pants. Oh, right, because they're not wearing pants. They naked. Well, I just went to the category to see if I knew anybody but I don't know anybody. Like, I've never seen these people before. Technicality of the game, Kenshi? Yeah, I usually try to go for somebody in the STO category, but, like, I don't know who any of these people are. Can look at their tags and, like, see. We have a V Ventar, whose tags are English, British, LGBT, and casual. We have Final_Vision, whose tags are English, friendly, good vibes, and safe place. Oh no. Oh, some of these people are playing console. I mean, look, I gotta send y'all somewhere. We'll just go for one of these top ones. This one looks to be playing PC and not console. Sorry, STO PC supremacy. Like, I have no hate to anyone who plays console. Like, I'm not a hater, but, like, it's kind of awkward when I show up and everybody's playing console and I'm like, wow, we can't even, like, interact in-game. Because they're just two different worlds. And I don't even own, like, Xbox or PlayStation, really, so, like, I have, like, an old one, but that doesn't help. Anyway, thank you everyone for joining me. All of my links are in my channel stuff if you want to follow me elsewhere. I have been catching up on my VOD archives, if anyone is interested in those. I also made a new playlist on my VOD archive channel with some of these newer episode reactions. There was a couple that were missing somewhere, and I don't know if it's because, like, I didn't export them properly or what. I don't know. There was a few that I was like, I feel like I did a reaction to some of these episodes and they're missing, but maybe some of them that I was thinking I reacted to was actually on, like, a Discord chat stream. So, I don't know. Anyway, like I said, thank you all so much again for joining me, and stick around for the raid!